As a child, I really don't remember any issues with my hair. My mother always said my hair was easy to manage. Actually began when my sister got a relaxer when she was in 8th grade. My mother kept telling me no until she finally gave in, and I got my relaxer when I was in 6th grade. See me right there with the leather. I don't know if it's doing. This is actually my first cut with a relaxer. When I had a relaxer and I had a cute little bob, I thought I was the stuff, and then I wanted my hair to grow out. Loved Aaliyah. She had came out with Try Again, and she had the ends of her hair dyed auburn, burgundy, red type color, and I wanted that. Mine at Sally's Beauty, that wasn't too far from my middle school, after school one day, and tried to dye my hair in the sink. And I mean, I tried. It wasn't taking the color, and then I found out you had to kind of first, so I did that, and then I applied the color, and it finally took. But hair started to break off, and of course my mom found that. She was like, "Why did you do this? I should have just did it for you, whatever." I eventually had to go back black, but my hair grew back, and so when I was 15, I had this new obsession. I really want blonde hair. So I had this obsession. I was like, for my 16th birthday, I really would like it to go blonde. And we definitely did. Yeah, so basically from the time that I was like 15 and a half to the time that I was 21, I didn't have black hair anymore. Like, I only did blonde. I had occasional spurts of brown hair, but I was blonde from there on out. Well, after graduation, I went to college, away from home. Florida State, go Noles, and that was the beginning of the end of my hair. I literally flat ironed every day. I was swimming constantly because we had a pool in the leach in our gym. And I was swimming, chlorine, flat ironing. I still wanted to get my hair dyed. I mean, it was just a mess. Like, you're gonna see my hair go from right here to here to, ugh, I don't even want to talk. So with this, my mother was kind of like, okay, your hair is growing back, but we need it to stay healthy, and you can't, for some reason, go to the salon and take care of your dyed hair, so we're going to dye it back black to see if that helps. 21 up on, I was wearing my hair out again, and I would still get sew-ins every now and again, but for the majority it was black. And if I did wear blonde weave, I was actually only dyeing the leave out, or I was only getting highlights. So I would still play with color, but not as intensely. And my hair was growing. After graduation, when I moved to Atlanta, I pretty much stuck to sew-ins. I mean, initially, I just kept my hair sewed in because I didn't know how to take care of my hair, and I didn't want to do that gamble anymore. In Atlanta, I started contemplating going natural after a good friend of mine who's natural. Well, anyways, one day she was like in my bath, like she was over my house, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I need like hair product." And I was like, "Oh, go ahead under my cabinet and you'll find stuff." And she was just like, "I can't use any of this stuff. This stuff is horrible." And I was thinking, what? And she was like, "You don't see the ingredients that are in here?" And I'm like, "I never look at ingredients, nor do I know what that stuff means." And she was like, "Really?" Like, she just couldn't understand that. And she's like, "You never thought about like trying to go natural or learn anything about returning back to natural hair?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Why did you get a relaxer in the first place?" And that was the first time I ever really stopped and thought, and I was like, why did I get a relaxer? Because I wanted straight hair. And she was like, well, I straighten my hair all the time. She was like, do you even know what your real hair looks like? And I realized I only really have photographs to go by that. I really didn't know or had a strong recollection of what my natural hair looked like. I mean, I was 12 when I got a relaxer, so obviously I did have some time to know my hair, but not enough where I knew it that well. I didn't even know my relaxed hair. So that's when I was like starting to do research, and I really started considering going natural, and I tried it. And I failed. I failed because I gave up. I failed. And while this was happening, every time I would go and get a relaxer, I would be like, man, if only I could stretch it out and hold it off. I did not know it was going to be my last relaxer. But at New Year's, right after that New Year's, I remember saying to my boyfriend at the time, my now husband, that, you know, I think I'm really gonna try to go natural this time, and for real, for real. Had a protective style similar to this, only it was acne, and that was the first time I really had kinky textured hair. And I just decided, like, this weave's cool and all, but I kind of want to see my real hair. And I want to see it with the big chop. A month ago, I was going to push my big chop up. I was supposed to wait 2 years. I said I'll wait till 1 year. So yeah, I can't wait that long. This is a really rash. I've never even taken out my own weave before, so hopefully I don't cut my hair before I cut my hair to do the big chop, but I'm really... So of course the big chop is all cute, and I realized, wait, I gotta walk outside the house. What am I doing? He was supportive, and he told me I was beautiful. Later on, he told me he hated me with short hair. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because at that time, that was the confidence I needed to get out that house. I was wearing my hair to work. Oh, corporate America. Corporate America. That was interesting because I received so many comments, and most of the comments I got was actually not from white people, was actually from black and actually a mixed girl. And it was more so like, oh my gosh, like, you know, what is that? Like, so how does that work? What are you planning on doing? You know, how long is it gonna take? Like, it was just so many questions, like, is that a style, or like, is that, like, it was a lot. And plus it was a new job of mine. Like, I was on the job literally a month and that happened. So yeah, it was very awkward. So I actually conformed, and I started making, this is when I got into making U-parts. And then eventually I started wearing that kinky U-part to work. I started trying to test it out, and I still got a whole bunch of questions, but at this point I didn't even care. I was like, you know, I'll just answer your questions and we'll all get educated together. And I think when I embraced it, everybody else was embracing it. And I remember there was a corporate trip that I was taking with one of the VPs, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear my natural hair. And I wore it, and everybody said I was, you know, everyone was like, oh, you look so pretty. And this is when I would say I started having true, pure fun and owning natural hair, and knew I would never go back to being relaxed. Up until that point, I think in the back of my head it was always, if this doesn't work out, I'll just relax. But after that, I was falling in love with my hair. So in 2014, my hair journey really started to take off. I started learning different styles, learning what products my hair liked, and just having fun. Okay, so it's 2015 now, and I have new goals. If you embark on this channel, I will be posting the progress of my goals. My goal is to be mid-back length by summer of 2016. So I'll show you what works and what doesn't. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment. And let me know what helped you on your journey. Bye. Love, Jordan.